Hello, friend. I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? I hope it's fantastic and wonderful. Here, right now, it is New Year's Eve 2021 as I record this, and we are going to celebrate by staying up late. I don't know. We don't really have any plans to celebrate in any dramatic way other than just spending time together with kids, with M. We're all together. And as we say goodbye to 2021 and hello to 2022, I don't do resolutions. I feel like I try to better myself every single day, and so resolutions are counter to that. They're counterproductive because chances are what I resolve to do right now or tomorrow or whatever is going to, my goals and differences by the middle of they're going to change, right? So whatever I'm trying to come up with right now, I could say I'm going to read more books or whatever, or I'm going to lose more weight, or I'm going to exercise more. That's all just like kind of hand wavy fakery, right? So I don't really do resolutions, but I do like to think back. And 2021 was a good year for me, a very good year for me. I know that's weird to say in the middle of a pandemic, but 2020 was crap for everybody except I had a decent 2020. I think that one of the benefits of this pandemic has been that it has forced Em and I to spend more time together, and we have grown really comfortable with each other in a very short period of time. Whereas before, we did a lot of separate stuff. She would go do stuff with her family. I would go do stuff with friends. I would work down here while she just played video games. Like, we didn't really do a lot together. I mean, we did. That's not the truth. But the fact of the matter is, now that we're together 24/7, and I cook all of our meals, and we hang out during the day, we take breaks together, we've become much closer, much faster. And I think that was a really strong aspect of 2020, and that continued into 2021 and through 2021. And I think that shows by the fact that we got engaged, a week ago, or 2 weeks ago almost. So I think that that's one positive that has happened, in 2021. Obviously, one of the biggest positives is Em and I have committed to each other for indefinitely, right? Like everybody, we both have said forever, right? So that's a great thing. The other great thing that happened was my taking the position as project manager. That's been a huge weight off of my shoulders. I actually am financially okay right now. Like, I have money, and the money that I have just keeps growing, and I've spent it. I've gone on trips, I've gone to concerts, I've taken my kids places, but I still continue to have money, and that's kind of mind-blowing. Like, I just bought a couple, hand planes. Like, I spent $200 or so, or $2 something on hand planes on eBay. I just bought a $100 diamond plate sharpening stone, and I'm fine. Like, I have the money to do that. I bought M's engagement ring. Sure, I have the money to do that. Like, I'm actually okay right now, and that is the first time that's happened in maybe my whole adult life. Maybe. I mean, I've always been there for a long time. I lived above my means, and that was because my means were not enough to live on, right? And so I was constantly scraping, trying to figure out how to make up the extra. I don't have to do that anymore, which I felt we've had the discussion. I felt like me no longer needing to make ends meet means that I'm no longer striving to make ends meet. I'm no longer looking for something to do to make a dollar. Instead, I'm doing things because I can, because I enjoy it, because it's relaxing, and I'm doing much less of the constant go, go, go. I have to figure out how to make a buck. But, I think that this year will be more productive here in this space. I would like to produce more things. I'm not saying that's a resolution. I'm thinking that I've like everything, when you want to get into power tool woodworking, there is a certain set of things that you need, a certain set of skills you need to develop, tools that you might need, and I've slowly built all that together. And I have used, really lackluster versions of tools for a while, and I've upgraded them, and I've, slowly stepped through the process of accumulating more tools. And although I would say, if somebody asked me how long I've been woodworking, I would tell them 30 years at least. Like, I technically, when I was a kid, I made tree houses, I made little benches, I made go-karts, like go-karts with lawnmower wheels that I would ride down a hill. I made toolboxes. I made lots of things when I was a kid, so I've been woodworking my whole life. But I would say, like, it's only been in the last 5 or 6 years that I've developed the skills to say I can make furniture, and I can make something that I'm proud of. And so as I've built all that up, I think that I'm at the point where there's really nothing left for me to acquire, meaning that there's nothing new that I need. I think the hand planes were really kind of one of the last things I've been wishing for. And the number 5.5 is really because my jointer is not great. I have a 4-inch Old Harbor Freight jointer, and it works okay, but, it's not great. And my little lunchbox planer is not great either. It leaves snipe and stuff. So, I have some things I would like to upgrade, and I'm going to keep working towards that goal. But I think that 2021 overall was a pretty good year for me. I think that Em and I got to do some wonderful things together. Me and the kids got to do some wonderful things together. The 4 of us got to do some wonderful things together, and all 4 of us strengthened our relationships. My kids, really appreciate her, and she really loves them. She loves spending time with them. So I think it's been a great year. Despite all the weird political bullshittery that's happening in the world, I think it was a good year. And I think 2022 is going to be better. If for no other reason then, if you didn't know this, my birthday is on February 22nd. And so 22 is a special number for me. In fact, 222 is a special number for me. And this year, 2/22/22 is going to be on a Tuesday. So that's fun. It's a Tuesday. I'm excited for that, for some weird reason. So anyway, that's what I have for you today. Happy New Year, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being amazing, amazing friends. Thank you for sticking with me all these years, all this time, coming back and leaving comments on my videos and encouraging me. I can honestly say you guys are my best friends. Thank you for that. I'll see you next year. Today's word you should know to sound smart is jingoism. It is a noun meaning extreme nationalism backed up by the explicit or implied threat of military force. More broadly, extreme enthusiasm and support for an idea or position without being open to contrary arguments or notions. We cannot countenance jingoism, especially since it has such a negative impact on our overseas markets. Jingoism. Jingoism. I have never heard jingoism. And I don't even know. So many JI words. I don't know what the word origin of that is. Jingoism? Is that... I'm just going to stop that thought.